filming you.
You filming me?
Yeah.
Boldly going where no man has gone before.
Hey everybody out there in YouTube wasteland, it's your good old pal Jess, and we are HYOH-WU! Hike your own hike with us. Blitz and I have company today. We are going to be joined by Dennis and Fred, some newbies to the Cabinet Mountains wilderness area. Well, they've been in, but I don't think they've really camped overnight yet. So this is new and exciting. Blitz will show you how to get over that.
There's just some freshy fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we're already running into some fresh sign of Grizz, but we got Blitz is an early warning system, and there's 3 of us, and we're plenty loud, so I think we're gonna be fine. Ooh.
Oh, we think that Blitz, huh? Female Grizz. Right here.
Little lower, little lower, little lower. There you go.
Got it! Woo, that was a fucking cat.
Holy shit. Right, we got to be getting close to camp. We keep hitting trail and then losing trail. And luckily somebody kind of went through and they left some pink ribbon. So we're kind of following that a little bit, because if we look at the onyx says the trail's way kind of up there, and we're actually lower, coming in a little bit lower, but having a hell of a time with these guys. This is fun. Oh, we are so close to that little lake. All right, we made the lake. It's not that exciting, and there's no, as we can see, there's no camp spot here, unless maybe a hunter made a camp spot around here. We're gonna just circle around the lake, see what we can find, but if not, we'll make one. We'll make do with what we can find. This is type 2 fun, type B fun. I don't know what it's called. Right up behind me here, if you go right at the very top, right up there sits Libby Lakes. You know, that's a beautiful place. And I have that video too, so you can click somewhere up here. I'm just plugging those old videos now. Right up there. Reached a spot where we thought we could possibly camp, and it's got a few okay places for tents for sure, but really no good place to hammock. And I know that I can set up my hammock like a tent, but nobody brought paracord, and I kind of need the paracord to set it up as a tent. So what we've decided to do is go ahead and backtrack. This kind of sucks a little bit. We have to leave such a beautiful backdrop. Look at that, that's just beautiful. What? So we ended up backtracking for about 1/4 of a mile, and we found ourselves a nice little camp spot. We're a little bit of ways from a water source, but that's fine. We can run down to the creek and figure it out, but all in all, not a bad little spot, I'd say, and it has a hell of a view. So I got the Nemo pillow all set up, and a little pro tip that you can do is you can throw a neck gaiter around it, and what that'll do, it'll help make your pillow last a little bit longer, because you're not getting all that icky body grease and sweat and all that good stuff going into your pillow. It'll kind of just soak into that instead. So actually our water source isn't that far away. We're actually back at the lovely pond lake, and it takes but maybe 2 minutes to get over here and get some water. The other day I opened up my YouTube email account, and much to my chagrin, I had some fan mail. Yes, that's what we'll call it, fan mail. And this is from a gentleman, and I use that term loosely, by the name of Sack. That's what we'll call him, Sack, like ball sack. And this is a very interesting letter. Here it goes. Jesse, it would be nice if you could just keep the Cabinet Mountains the secret gem they are. They don't need your YouTube social media stories told to everyone. I promise you are not the first one to hike to all the Cabinet Mountain lakes. First of all, I'm going to say this. I never said I was going to be the first one to hike all the Cabinet Mountain lakes. I said I was going to be the first one to document them via a video. Okay? He continues. There are many people in Libby, Montana alone that proclaimed that title before you set foot there. Okay? They don't post it on social media because that's how the people of the Great Northwest are. They don't need the likes or the subscribers. Please keep the cabinets the gem they are. There's not many left. Thanks. Sack with an S. And I see from the email where this is sent that he has a job where he must do some excavating. And so he tears up the land, I guess, and moves shit around. I'm going to put some thought in this, and I'm going to give Sack and everybody else with that entitled mentality a good, proper answer. You know, what type of upbringing did this person have to where they would think that they are allowed to tell people what to do inside of a public wilderness? I don't know, but I'm going to come up with an answer. So a sedentary, self-appointed steward of the soil named Sack sends me a salty, sanctimonious screed. This dirt-shifting simpleton sounds off by saying some super secret spot is suddenly spoiled because of a Samsung. Sack! You stationary soil shoveling suck-up. You spend your days steering a scraper, scarring the scenery for a salary, and yet you have the balls to say I'm the one scuffing the stones? You think you're the primary protectors of the peak, Sack? You're just a pompous, pebble-pushing pretender playing part-time patrolman for a place that's printed on a public pamphlet. Newsflash, Sack! They're on a sheet, a state-sanctioned, surveyor-supplied, satellite-synced, section-squared sheet. It's not a secret if the Forest Service sells a sketched-out, spiral-bound, satin-finished set of symbols. It's called a map, you subterranean-brained slacker. You know, I'm out capturing the cracks and the crevices of the cabinets as a comprehensive cinematic contribution. It's a people priority project. I'm filming for the greenhorns and the gullible youngsters so they don't get gutted by a glacier, grabbed by a grizz, or grounded by a gorge. And if search and rescue needs to sweep the screes or scour the slopes for some stranded soul, they have my shots to study the scenery and secure the save. It's a safety standard service, you small-minded, soil shoveling simpleton. While you're pushing pebbles for a paycheck, I'm preserving the peaks for the people who can no longer scramble the scree. So, Sack, in conclusion, why don't you shift your shovel, steer your scraper out of my space, skedaddle, go hump somebody else's leg. And you know, if you're still not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm going to give it to you in a sophomoric language. I'm going to give you the abridged version. I'm going to give you the shortened version so you and all the entitled assholes like yourself can understand. And so I'll give it to you now. Go fuck yourself. And with that, thank you and have a nice day. What are you eating there?
A little chili with beans, MRE.
Well, I'm going to have tacos.
Yeah. taco so good, Fred.
Mmm.
Reminds me of the good old days.
Good morning, day 2 from Libby Creek Trail 119. Slept really good last night. That Nemo pillow was the answer for sure. So, thumbs up to that. It just started snowing on us. Moral of the story, you never know what the mountain weather's gonna do. That's damn good coffee. What'd you get, Dennis?
Got cheeseburger.
What'd you get, Fred?
Happy Zen burger.
And tots, because you're a child.
Basically got a burger, blue cheeseburger, then threw it on some salad. Go carnivore. It's delicious.